Hello there and welcome to my recording of cleaning out the loft. So to begin with, there's two side walls. This is the first one I'm having a go at. You can see there's a big A-frame, and behind it, much to my surprise, there's some old bits of wardrobe that they've used to clad the outside, and bits of insulation about halfway up held on with string, which is doing nothing. You'll see I'm in a white suit, get proper mask, goggles, gloves when I need to. The work is filthy. Black dust from the lath, plaster everywhere. The lesson I learnt here is I was taking lath and plaster off together, and when you come to bag it up, you can't get it into the black plastic bags because the sticks of the lath get in the way of the plaster. You end up almost separating it out on the floor. So that was a lesson learned. Here I'm taking all the bits of old wardrobe out and getting dirty and dirty. There's a bit of that insulation that I showed you. More bits of old wardrobe coming out. Try not to drop it on the floor in the space beyond because there's nothing on the floor and I'll go straight to the ceiling. But here we go. Hey, quick wave to the camera. Absolutely filthy. So now let's do the other side. This time I took off all the plaster first and gathered it up and put it into bags. And then when I took the lath off, it was easier to bag that up. Again, another lesson learned. Here I just piled it up all on the floor and then I had to straighten it out and put in bags. Next time you see me doing this, you'll see me putting it straight into a bag. I pull it off by hand, put it straight in a bag a lot quicker. So end wall. Here comes off the plaster again, in a big heap in the bottom. Still got my mask on, still got my suit on. I've got no hair, so I didn't worry about the hood. Bag all of that up first, clean your workspace so I don't get hurt, and then here we go on to the lath. And you can see me putting it straight into a bag. Makes it much quicker. You can see I've got much less rubbish on the floor to tidy up. This is by far the quickest way of doing it. But hey, it only took me 2.5 walls to work that out. Skirting board's coming off now. Starting to take bits of insulation out off the ceiling. Here's the ceiling panels coming off and the insulation behind. These were big ceiling panels, modern. They wasn't lath and plaster, it's plasterboard. So it's pretty heavy, actually, I have to say, when you took it off, but it was a lot quicker. But then you had to break it up to get it outside. Get it down the stairs and outside. So last bits of lath and plaster coming off where I'd got some cupboards stuck in the corner. Again, bits of old wardrobe coming out. I know it looks dark and dingy. It is dark and dingy up in a loft. I'm fortunate to have one window up there, but it was still pretty bad. Here's the section in the centre. I'm using this as a work area. So what I'm doing here is I'm pulling the floorboards up and taking the nails out and putting them back unfastened, loose. Everything's below ankle level, so your glutes and your calves and your thighs will feel this in the morning, maybe your back. So this is pretty hard work, and so that's stripping out the central set of floorboards that were already there. You can see the A-frame in the back and bits of insulation. You can see also some timber in there. Now this bit, look carefully at the piece of red cable. You'll see them breaking through from below. So what they're doing at the moment is they're cutting the lath and plaster to the right size. And here you can just see stuff start to happen. There we go. And it opens it out. This is filthy. We put lots of plastic curtains and sheets up, but this made the house absolutely filthy. And I'll show you some videos later. It took me 2 days to clean up. And then last bit of strip out is one of those big A-frames. I needed to move these cross members so I could get beams in because they were just going to be in the way, which is a trip hazard and is going to be dangerous. So that's that coming out. Quite scary when you're chopping them out. You're waiting for creaks and groans to see if the ceiling's going to collapse. But there you can see I've got much better access, and I'm just putting some of those old bits of wardrobe down to cover it up. And there we are, stripped out. Faster than the speed of light.